Today, we kick off our week-long holiday buyer's guide, which is totally non-denominational.
We've got the year's best Wii games, a $40,000 NES game, gadget reviews, and a whole lot more.
X-Play starts right now. Hello and welcome to day one of X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide. I'm Adam Sessler.
And I'm Morgan Webb. This week we'll prepare you for Black Friday and beyond. Every day it's great deals and great games.
Now, coming up, we're going to cover everything Nintendo. Whether you're looking for a Wii game, a DS game, or a download for the Virtual Console, we'll tell you what's the best of the best.
Plus, games for the people in your life that like touchdowns, high fives, and beer commercials. We're going to set you straight on the best multi-platform sports titles.
Then, if you're looking for some recommendations from the emotionally crippled, our staff will tell you what they're playing.
And later, it's games for rich bastards. If you've got tens of thousands of dollars you're willing to throw around for an NES cartridge, this segment is for you.
But first, a reason to dust off that white console.
Everyone has the Wii. Your parents, your grandparents, even people who actively hate the Wii have one.
That means Wii games are a safe gift, and you can't go wrong with these 5 Wii winners, or as I like to call them, wieners.
You're so proud of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Boldly going where no plumber has gone before, well, at least since the original, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is a big-time win. A 5 out of 5 from X-Play win. A 61-seat shift kind of win. Plus, and the best bit of news for plumbers since the invention of the splatter-proof plunger, Mario finally gets to ride his old pal Yoshi again. And it feels good. Real good. But like any platformer, it all comes down to the level design, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 is chock full of fun, whether you're circumnavigating a world, circumventing a baddie, or circumcising a boss.
This grass feels funny.
I don't know what they were smoking at Goodfield when you decided to turn Kirby into yarn, but wait, I actually do think I know what they were smoking.
This grass feels funny.
And much like Rubber Soul, it might have helped because Kirby's epic yarn is a win. Then again, when you weave together creative level design, a visual style cute enough to make baby unicorns explode, and tack on Nintendo's favorite pink suction device, how could it fail?
This grass feels funny.
I know what you're thinking. Holy my eyeballs are bleeding. And you're right, that's a whole lot of wind going on at one time. Sure, the visuals have the awe-inspiring chaos of 2 nebulae bumping uglies, but it's the simplicity and precision of the fighting mechanic that makes this fighter a champion. Turn on, tune in, knock out. That's exactly what we thought when we heard that Warren Spector was going to be doing Disney. But like the mad genius I'm inferring he is with the footage I'm showing over this run-on sentence, his Junction Point Studios have created a world of epic win. Disney Epic Mickey is not only epic in scope, exploring the IP catalog of one of the world's most prolific entertainment corporations, but an epic departure from the typical primary color-infused image of Mickey Mouse we've grown used to.
Jams it in!
Speaking of epic,
Boom shakalaka!
not only is NBA Jam easily the biggest, baddest, basketballiest arcade game the Wii has ever seen, but there's a mode that lets you dunk it from Russia or slam legislation down the country's throat. If only George Washington could see this, he'd probably still hate political parties, but he would sure as hell love NBA Jam.
Kaboom!
Win.
Boom shakalaka!
The holidays are all about begrudgingly taking plane rides to put FaceTime in with your family you're not crazy about. Sucks. You can make things more interesting by drinking yourself stupid, but could lead to disaster. Instead, kill those precious hours with these DS games. Too much free time? Tired of having a life? Dragon Quest IX Sentinels of the Starry Skies can help. All the quality storytelling and charming characters you expect from a Dragon Quest game are here, plus co-op that is dangerously habit-forming. Plus, no more random battles means you get old-school goodness without old-school badness. Enough with that goody-two-shoes defense attorney. Ace Attorney Investigations' Miles Edgeworth puts you in the impeccably polished shoes of Phoenix Wright's archenemy for a more involved whodunit game. A bigger emphasis is placed on searching out clues and investigating crime scenes, but all the hilarious dialogue is intact. Are you a bad enough dude to sport Edgy's ruffled ascot? For the puzzle fans, Picross 3D is just about the most engrossing handheld think-em-up of the year. By following numerical clues, you chip away blocks from a rectangular stack of cubes to reveal a hidden object. With over 365 puzzles to unlock and more available for download, Picross 3D delivers great value at the bargain price of $20. If you haven't caught Poke Fever yet, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the best introduction to the preteen cockfighting sim you could ask for. A remake of what is widely considered the best installment of the series, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is the optimal way to catch them all. While the biggest changes are cosmetic, the core gameplay withstands the test of time and delivers a great Pokemon experience, complete with online play. Plus, the included Pokewalker will encourage good exercise habits. WarioWare DIY is the second WarioWare game to grace the Nintendo DS. Naturally, it has all of the wacky, frenetic minigames that have come to define the series, but this time you can use the DSi's camera and microphone to create your own minigames to play and share with friends.
I get it. Look, you're an indecisive person and you can't make up your mind about what games you should buy. If our superbly produced packages haven't steered you in the right direction yet, why not listen to the recommendations of the X-Play staff?
For the Nintendo Wii, I'm going to pick Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's the video game equivalent of someone telling you it's going to be alright.
My pick for the Wii is GoldenEye. You've got James Bond, you've got FPS. Put them together on the Wii, it's magic.
So my holiday recommendation for the Nintendo Wii is Gears of War. What's that? It's on the Xbox? Come back to me.
I bet you all thought I was going to say Metroid Other M for my choice, but actually Kirby's Epic Yarn, because it's precious.
My holiday pick for the Wii is Epic Mickey because it's the only thing I have to play until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Boo!
My pick is Tatsunoko vs. Capcom for the fighting game fans out there because it's fast, very well made, and it actually plays pretty well with a classic controller, so you don't necessarily need a stick.
This holiday season, I think you should pick up Epic Mickey for the Nintendo Wii.
I was gonna say that. We should co-op.
Wait, really?
Definitely.
Never mind. Keep brushing.
Oh, okay.
This holiday season on the Wii, I recommend Monster Hunter Tri, because who doesn't want to hunt monsters for 80 plus hours?
GoldenEye, because everybody loves a good odd job.
I like playing Rock Band 3 on the Wii, because most of the people who own Wiis are much younger than I am, and I could tear them up on Expert, and it makes me seem like a monster. Like a giant 40-year-old Rock Band playing Godzilla.
My pick for the Wii is the Bit Trip series that just recently came out. There's Runner, Core, Fate, Baloney, who knows what.
Kirby's Epic Yarn is a must-own game. It's adorable, layers of adorableness.
What I would recommend for the Nintendo fan is Golden Sun Dark Dawn. This is an old-school RPG that is guaranteed to suck your life away.
Stick around, everybody. Our holiday buyer's guide is far from over. Coming up, tiny little Wiimotes, Disney Epic Mickey gear, chargers. We're going to tell you tech junkies what Nintendo gear is worth buying. Plus, our favorite sports games of the year. Whether you like skateboarding, high-sticking, or out-of-control gamblers, this group of games will make you want a chest bump. Even you, ladies. That would be awesome if you did it in front of me. Then, games that like blood, gore, and foul language. If you find yourself under careful parental supervision, Adam has got some great family-friendly titles. And later, games for rich bastards. Would you pay 40 grand for an NES cartridge? See the rarest of the rare and shake your head in disgust. All that and more, don't miss it.
If you want to hear what I really think about games, suddenly, at a moment's notice, check out Sessler's Soapbox. New episodes go up every Tuesday at g4tv.com/soapbox.
X-Play is coming to the tailgate tour at a city near you. Check g4tv.com/xplay tour for even more tour dates.
It's risky to download games on the Wii. Half the time, you don't know if a game is good unless you buy it.
I didn't even know you could download games on the Wii because I never turned it on. And with no demos, you're kind of setting yourself up for a screw job. That is, unless you listen to us.
In today's X list, we're counting down our 5 favorites. Screw job?
Screw job.
Coming in at number 5 is WarioWare DIY Showcase. This is a great companion to the DS game, which lets you play your crude, vulgar creations on a TV.
Ah, validation. Number 4 is Castlevania Rondo of Blood, mostly because I want an excuse to say the word rondo. It's seldom used in conversation, Adam.
It's true. Coming in at 3 is Shadow Dancer. Ninjas, dogs, working together. Let that sink in. That concept is so good, it's inspiring me to write some fan fiction.
Number 2 is anything with the words Bit Trip in front of it. Beat, core, runner. Just get them all. You won't regret it.
But our number 1 Nintendo download is Cave Story. One dude spent 5 years making this crazy retro epic. Give him your money. He deserves the love.
The Wii is the best-selling console this generation, and with that comes a price. Crap peripherals. With so many Wiis in homes, scummy companies see it as an opportunity to sell useless junk to clueless parents. So do the right thing and get informed. In this edition of Tech Junkie, we'll give you the lowdown on new Wiimotes and some Disney Epic Mickey themed gear.
Okay, first thing, the Power Pack Pro Mini. It's essentially a smaller version of the Wii controls. I like it a lot for 2 reasons. One, it feels better in your hand, and it's really grippy. It just feels better. It feels like that's what it was meant to be.
I like the size and I like how light it is, and it makes your standard Wiimote controller feel and look a little bit clunky. So, you know, kind of a fun little thing to have for the holidays. Next, we can look at another fun, fancy Wii controller. This is a nunchuck. It, of course, goes with the Epic Mickey, and it's a paintbrush. And the first thing you notice when you pick it up is like, this is so light. There's like nothing in here.
Yeah. And let's call it what it is. It's a nunchuck that you already own, but it's got this Epic Mickey paintbrush skin on top of it. So it being lighter, I think, will be a good thing. But at the end of the day, you're really just spending money because you want a plastic paintbrush to paint in your Epic Mickey game.
Yeah.
So Morgan says buy it. That's basically what we're going here. And then keeping with that theme, this is an Epic Mickey charging station. I think it looks pretty cool. Even if it wasn't a charging station, this is something that I would probably buy at like an E3 and put it on a shelf somewhere.
I mean, it definitely, we should say, like takes up a little bit of shelf real estate.
Yes.
So if you're already under all the Rock Band controllers, it's a commitment. It's kind of a big machine right here. It will charge, of course, your Wiimote. If you're really into the game, you get this, you get this. It's a good package.
This is pretty neat as well. This is actually my favorite thing. This is basically the Wand Plus, and it's got Wii Motion Plus built into it. And that's cool for 2 reasons.
Right.
One, it doesn't have the big extension, which looks absolutely ridiculous. And 2, the price point on this thing is $39.99, which is actually cheaper than buying a new remote and the Wii Motion Plus.
And it's just nice because you don't have that one more thing to lose at the end of your Wiimote. So if you actually haven't invested in Wii Motion Plus yet and might think about actually just investing in something like this, you can get it all together in a really good price point.
So I think the real big buy here, though, is this one that has Wii Motion Plus.
You can get everything in one versus having to get separate parts, which is always nice, especially when you're giving this to your kid.
Or you own animals that like to eat things. That's Adam.
Stay with us. We've got more of our holiday buyer's guide on the way. And after the break, we'll go multi-platform and recommend our favorite sports games, as well as titles that are family friendly. Then an NES edition of Games for Rich Bastards. Maybe we shouldn't have put the family segment next to the Bastards one. Anyway, we'll be right back.
It's no secret that your worth as a human being is defined by sports. Whether your local team is playing well, what your placement in your fantasy league is, and most importantly, if you're playing the right sports titles. This next batch of games is so full of win, and any superfan would absolutely love them.
If you're looking for sports games to buy for yourself or for that special someone, don't you worry. Let yours truly coach you through the list of amazing titles that have emerged this year.
Are you ready?
First up is the best basketball game of the year, NBA 2K11. The presentation is impressively realistic and the improvements to the gameplay are vast. But more importantly, who doesn't want to play as his almighty airness himself, Michael freaking Jordan? Quick, get me an R. Kelly inspired montage. Awesome. Now, if hitting pucks and crashing the net is more your thing, NHL 11 is a must-buy. The physics engine is improved, the controls are complex yet intuitive, and you can now play in the Canadian League. Canada, we love you, but Quebec, is going down. Montreal, you get a pass. Pigskin fans, on the other hand, can set their eyes on Madden NFL 11. The series still stands as the gold standard for all football games. With its new game flow feature, you can look forward to a much more streamlined experience, leaving you more time for extracurricular activities. Texting images of your ding-dong probably shouldn't be one of them. Just saying, Favre. For the more worldly sports fans out there, there's the other football game. We call it soccer. The rest of the world, they call it church. If you follow it as religiously as the world does, then FIFA 11 will definitely answer your prayers. It's by far the best soccer game out there today, boasting some deep controls and a phenomenal presentation. Finally, we didn't forget about you skateboarding fans. If you prefer grinding rails and landing ollies, Skate 3 is a no-brainer. The controls are beautifully designed and you can play the campaign mode with a friend. It won't land you a crew of jackasses in a 3D movie, but it's a game no fan of the sport should hesitate to buy.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Sessler Selects. With a title like that, I'm sure you're thinking I'll spend the next few minutes talking about my new line of TV dinners, or maybe cat food. Actually, this segment is all about games that your entire family can enjoy, no matter what console you own. Bring on the multi-platform games. Because Plato's Republic has yet to take root, we are forced yet again to spend time away from the games we love and more time with those who share our genetic traits. To your good fortune, I have selected 5 tasty family-friendly video game morsels for the holidays. Because a family that plays together doesn't really have to interact with one another.
Welcome to the Adventure Team.
Up first, Connect Adventure comes home just in time to remind you that your family has never really had a decent vacation. Riding down whitewater rapids, floating through space, dodging panels. The most you ever did was see the world's largest ball of razor wire. I'm going to say something you never thought you would hear. Toy Story 3 is a remarkably good movie game. There, I said it. No taking it back now. The toy box mode and presentation are both rather remarkable. And unlike the movie, the video game is not a cleverly disguised prison breakout story that culminates in one of the most heart-wrenching scenes to hit celluloid. This game lets you ride around on a horse. Snoopy Flying Ace, or what I like to call Grandpa's Bad Flashback Game, takes Charles Schulz's lovable characters and pits them against one of the darkest times in human history. The speed and kinetic pacing reminds you of what a real arcade dogfight should feel like. And that throbbing in Grandpa's left leg won't let him forget what happened to him during the Battle of Hurtgen Forest. Want to find out who your parents really love? Play Mod Nation Racers. The easy to pick up and play mechanics, numerous power-ups, and the ability to create your own courses will have your siblings playing for hours. That should be enough time to dig up some dirt on them and show it to your parents.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
And if all else fails, there's Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. A game that combines all the magic of the first 4 Harry Potter books with the OCD tendencies of a Lego game. With all the humor, crazy magic, and main plot lines of the story, even the Manson family wouldn't be able to turn this one away. So remember this holiday season that you only have one family. If you had 2, it would probably kill you.
There were 798 NES games released, and some of them are considerably more rare than others. Rare like you could list one on eBay and buy a new car with the profits rare. They may not be the greatest games ever, but they're worth a whole lot of money. These are games for rich bastards. In 1990, the Nintendo World Championships roamed North America to find the best gamer in the land. Each wannabe wizard had 6 minutes and 21 seconds to score as many points as possible in 3 games: Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. All 3 games were compiled on special cartridges that were given to the 90 North American champions. If you want to acquire one of those 90 gray cartridges, it's going to cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Even rarer are the Zelda-plated versions of the cartridges that were awarded to the 26 winners of a Nintendo Power Magazine contest. Last year, one of those sold for $18,000. The rarest game in the NES Triumvirate is the Nintendo Campus Challenge 1991. It was similar to Nintendo's World Championships a year before, only the games were Super Mario 3, Pinbot, and Dr. Mario. There were a lot more keg stands involved, and there is only one of these fugly cartridges known to exist. It was sold for over $20,000 last year. I know 20 G's sounds like a lot of money, but the most bastardly expensive game for the NES is the NTSC version of Stadium Events from Bandai. An unopened copy of this game was sold for over $41,000 in February. Seriously, that's enough money to get Sessler to strip naked and play Kingdom Hearts with you, and you decided to buy stadium events. You rich, dumb, lucky bastard. Coming up, XPlay's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with more gadgets, all the Black Friday deals you need to get, and the year's best games. If you've got an Xbox 360, listen up. We'll tell you what exclusives need to go on the top of your shopping list. Plus, it's time to break out the mouse and keyboard. We'll give some love to the PC Master Race and recommend our holiday must-haves. Then, one of life's greatest mysteries might finally be solved. Where the hell do you put all that Rock Band equipment? We'll try out the Rock Band Ottoman and tell you if it really works. And if you're itching to fill someone with lead or some weird alien ammunition, we'll recommend some amazing shooters that get the job done. All that and more, don't miss it.
Plus, some of our favorite Xbox Live arcade games.
So what you guys need to do right now is you need to go to your friends' cabinets or your family's cabinets shelves and look to see what games they have.
Yeah.
Make careful notes of what they have so that when you watch our Holiday Buyer's Guide for the Xbox and the PlayStation, you'll be able to know what to buy them.
Usually if they're over 20, those really big games like that Call of Duty,
Yeah.
they probably already have it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of great ones that they don't have, so you've got to check it out.